welcome to my channel. This video gonna be about how to put turbo 400 3-speed GM transmission to the Volvo engine B230 red block, and this is the one way of many possible way to do so. So it's just how I did it, and whatever I do have at the right point of my life, circumstances around, I did this way. Maybe next time I do the different way, but I choose this way and I think it will work fine. It is what it is. Tearing up apart just on the ground. Doesn't really matter where you tear it up. So there's no need to babysit. You just take this one here. This one there. So transmission has been torn up apart. So after thorough revising, I found this one is fully burned from this drum. The other sets of clutches are more or less in a mint condition. I will order the new one and I just will replace them with some mild performance mods, and it will hold my power for sure. Something like this. So it's not centered anything yet, which I don't really mind. This looks good. It's a little big gearbox. I have this bell housing for the block. Thank you, John Pierre. I appreciate it. You sent it to me. Turbo brick is best. So we're gonna place that one here, and I will cut this bell housing and weld it to that bell housing. It's just nothing new, it's just custom. So first things first, just with the grinder cut the whatever extra it is. We don't need that much. We're gonna cut excessive, and on a mill I just decided to mill it all flat, just to some number. I don't really remember. It's just I just cut it flat as where I felt it. And the bell housing, I have to put the grinder wheel to the mill and a drill chuck and just cut it with the regular grinder wheel, and it did work perfect, I'd say. Decent. What we're gonna do next is I'm gonna weld to original bell housing just a little stands everywhere, like to here, maybe 6 or 8 stands. I also probably have to raise it up because for now there is no gap. It sits all the way down and it has quite a big gap. I cut it a little too short, I guess, but it's not a big deal because I will just make a stand and then I will just fill it up with whatever sheet metal I have. We'll see. So far I like it. This looks great. This is for centering the torque converter. It's perfectly aligned and within the spec. So far I weld this little tube to the flat plane and put it in a lathe, make a little step. Now I have this pipe which sits snug right there. I have to weld them together, and then this one will go in and it will center the torque converter on that little lip right there. Boom. Paper maquette, so it's aligned with the torque converter and it's aligned with original torque converter from Volvo with the bolts pattern here. This one, I just don't have it. I will also laser cut this, and this one is eventually come out really nice. It sits really well, so it's gonna send out my torque converter, and it's all gonna be bolted together somehow with some sort of spacers to make it. And once torque converter is fully bolted, mounted with everything, then I will start to weld in the bell housing. It's quite complicated process, but we're slowly getting there. And the glasses for really smart individuals. There are some high spots and some low spots. I don't need to do it ideal, but somewhat precise would be nice. So this spot is still high, but not that high as it was before. We just need to keep working on that spot. Basically this and up, and this. So far I weld this corner and that corner, and it seems like pretty straightforward, and it's been nice without any problem. It feels great in my opinion. Okay, looks great. I like it. All in plain. Welds are shitty because the fucking, this one is dirty, but I don't care. It will hold the power, and it seems nice and smooth, spinning without problem. Like even for the lowest one I can spin without any problem. It's centered up there. It spins pretty decently, so I think it's fine. Welding up those brackets to reinforce those angle irons made of aluminum. So here we have you can see there's a milled surface, milled step, which sits perfectly flush with the gearbox. Gearbox sits on 4 little legs around right here, so it sits perfectly flush. So now right here we have a plate, which is a 3/32 plate, the minimal for the Turbo 400 116, and I have a shy more than 116, but shy less than 1/8. 1/8 is ideal. So what we have here, spacers, the washer is centered, the torque converter with a flywheel, with a crankshaft. I have extremely precision shims made of pink lemonade. They make it sit a little. Come on. Yep, let's make it sit a little tighter. Then we will have, first need to make sure those one they fell in. This one, yep. Now I'll make sure this one will keep us a little bit higher. This is how you make a adapter for turbo 400 torque converter to the Volvo engine. 10.9 10.9 strength. So far we're just relathing them. It's M12 bolts and I need to make after a little bit of lathing, we have 3 custom bolts. So now we're gonna make a thread. Now I have an operator and this is beautifully the video how to make a thread. We'll have a little bit of special gum, special, and then slowly I'll try to make it evenly spaced.
And there we have it. The bolt is made.
Finally weld this. This is spins. I have to fill those gaps. I will put the plates and fill those gaps all the way around. I will cut them and fill them with whatever do I have, aluminum, and it should be good. Короче, блядь, норм, Сань. Я рад. So I cut and made a little plates with the gaps and everything. This part I will eventually cut it off. It will give me access to the bolts. And it looks pretty good to me. I know there's always the easier way, just to go ahead and buy adapter plate, billet, flywheel to adapt to the torque converter. But I don't like it, and I don't have another $600 to $800 to do so. I would spend my time doing my thing. It's like a hobby, and it will be fine. It will work fine. And if something, I can always adjust it, adapt it. So I don't really care. I will just weld this up. I'm planning to weld it and weld it from inside wherever I will have access. I will weld it all first, let it cool down, cut those brackets. Actually, I'm not gonna cut it first. Then I will take this off, weld it from inside wherever I can have access. Maybe I will reinforce from inside and it would be fine. I like it how it looks. It kind of looks cool. It's like a Frankenstein. Oh, my sculpture on the back. We'll see. I'm stoked. I'm really thrilled. I don't know the English word to do these impressions, but I am looking forward to go ahead, weld it, start the engine, put it in some car, and have like a really good solid 500 horsepower red block, which on a light chassis will bring me decently fast. Final welding, jiggling, welding everything. This is just a time lapse of welding it all around internal brackets, and this is a final step, and I'm thrilled to see what's gonna be. And here we go. This is how it turns out. And I think it looks kind of odd, but it will work. I have a faith it will work. It was internal brackets and it's all welded around. Yeah, this is how I did it. And I think it would be fine, and time will tell. And this is going to be 500 horsepower on something light. I'm not sure what's the chassis to use. Maybe it's going to be Geometro. Maybe it's going to be Mazda pickup truck, which I already have. Maybe it's gonna be a Volvo. I'm not sure. I want to choose something really light because then the power to weight ratio will be kind of insane. So we'll see. We'll see in the future.